Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back. This is Kira, and this is chapter 49 of our Let's Play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Whew, lots of dramas happening. We're helping out some rebels to rebel, I guess. And we're trying to pursue a romance, maybe. We'll see. With both the goal is both Deletus and Kira, but I'm not even sure if it's possible to romance both of them. So we'll see what happens. Sorry, I am just organizing my inventory right now. I do want to go and upgrade some of my gear and stuff, so that's kind of just what I'm looking at because my spear is still like level 24 and I'm level 30, almost 31. So I figured that's like a mild problem, you know? Let's have a look. We've got a quest to do here. Bleeding Hearts and Stolen Money. Rightio. Let's go and check that out. So, whose hearts are bleeding and whose money are we stealing? That's gotta be the question, right?
Scouts came back from Delos. The Mystios likes to set fires.
Oh, that we do.
Just might be the answer to her prayers.
She's only mortal.
From what I've heard, she's much more.
Oh. Oh. Really? What have you heard about us, son?
The Athenians are weak. Now we strike Podarkes where he'll hurt most. His kidneys?
Weak joke, buddy. Weak. That's weak. But I am happy to see you. I wish I could do those winks, but I can't, so you're just gonna have to go with my little head nodding instead, okay? That's all I've got.
It's good to see you, Kira.
Since you came here, I've actually started to believe we can win this rebellion. So, you were saying we strike?
Guards protect the island's treasury in one location. If we find it and steal it, the soldiers go unpaid, unfed, and unarmed. Podarkes will finally be vulnerable.
Then we can stick our blades in between his ribs, feed his liver to the dogs.
Before we start feeding organs to animals, can you get me to the nation's purse?
Our spies have located it in Miltiades fort. I'll have Praxos gather the troops.
Yeah, but already...
It's best if it's just the two of us. Easier to sneak in and out undetected.
You just want me all to yourself, don't you? Let's get going then.
Wait,
Victory is close. I can feel it.
We
is
haven't won
romancing
yet.
her a little
The
bit
fort will be
ridiculous?
treacherous, and the gods can be fickle.
Hang on, wait, Kira. Wait. If I'm romancing Kira, my
Those who sent you to
namesake...
me, I refuse to believe they'd send you here to die. So what do you think of our islands?
I think I prefer Mykonos. They really don't like you shedding blood on Delos.
The priests are so terrified of desecrating the sacred grounds of Apollo. Women about to give birth are shipped over to Mykonos.
What happens if they don't make it to shore?
Both babies.
That's a bit ridiculous. That is like beyond ridiculous. So you're going to put like pregnant women that's about to give birth onto a ship just because you don't want to have any blood on an island. That's impossible. That's an impossible goal to strive for. Having no bloodshed whatsoever. What about like, you know, if a lady's, you know, going through her time of the month?
The nation's treasure, ripe for the picking.
But I already looted it.
I'll
So
keep an eye out for reinforcements. And
of course
don't
you are.
rely on me.
Of course you are. But anyway, the question I was asking, is it like,
They'll keep a sharp
is it
watch
weird
here.
if I romance my namesake? I don't know. But I didn't name myself after her. I named myself after, well, okay. So my username, slash, like, basically my internet identity, because it's what I use for pretty much everything, is, you know, Kira Tsukimoto. So Kira, actually, I took that from the Japanese pronunciation of killer, which is Kira. And obviously that's from like Death Note. You hear it the most in Death Note, and that's how they spell it in Death Note. And I was like, okay. And then Tsukimoto actually comes from the two Japanese words that kind of like smushed together. So moto means to come from, or to be by, or to next to, things like that. And Tsuki means the moon. So basically my username translates to killer from the freaking moon. I thought it was rather cool. But I was also much younger at the time. Like, I think I made it when I was in uni, so
Guards everywhere.
I was much, much younger.
I need to be careful.
Okay. Let's go and just rob this place and then get out, I guess. Since I've already been sighted, I mean, not like I have much of a choice. We're just going to go for a rush robbery method. Pillaging chest.
You stand no chance.
Yeah.
Assassinate the other guy as well. Oh, I have a bounty for murder. God damn. Alright. Oh, come on. Climb. Now is not the time for clumsiness. We need to return to Kira. That was not quiet. That was so not quiet. That was like loud and like I got sighted in the first 2 minutes of being at the location. I am terrible as a thief. But it's cool. We got it.
Cassandra, there you are. Good news, I hope.
I have a surprise. The treasury was already looted. By me. I'm surprised the soldiers haven't already ripped Podarkis to pieces.
You weakened Athens' grip over Delos, exposed Podarkis, and made way for a Spartan alliance. I could kiss you.
Okay, so this is the thing, right? I want to romance both Theletus and Kira. But I mean, the way that Theletus was talking about Kira before, where he was like, but Kira is the one I'm fighting for, when he was like, no, I'm not going to, sleep with you right there and then and there, with Cassandra, seems to, I mean, obviously there's a relationship, right? Like, he came from Sparta to fight in this war for Kira and to help the rebellion out because of her. And then now my issue is that if I pursue these romances between the two of them, what's going to happen? Like, am I going to end up destroying that relationship? Because Cassandra isn't here for the long term. She's here, and she's only going to be here for like the short term of, basically it's a one-night stand, let's be honest. Like, she's not going to be hanging around this island and living on Mykonos forever. She's going to still go off and have her adventure. And like with the healer guy and with anyone else, I guess, like so far they've been unattached people. So I feel fine about having those relationships. But with Kira, she's kind of attached to Thelatis. Oh my god, I can never pronounce that guy's name. But anyway. So I don't know, I feel like I'm in like a moral dilemma. You know, one of those, I keep trying to rip out my hair. I need to stop doing that. So my hair's gotten shorter. I had to go out and have a haircut, so it feels a bit odd, a little bit, like doesn't seem to sit right just yet. So I'm like keep pulling on it and hoping for the best. And not to mention I'm pulling like at my hair out of like frustration as well. There's that. It's a good length to pull at. But anyway, what to do? Like as a romance happy person, I want to turn this into a romance simulator and just romance everyone. But then I don't think Cassandra, being the moral kind of practical person that we've been playing her as, would go ahead and just start ruining relationships. And I think flirting is good, but like we're just getting past that flirting point now. Like she's basically saying, kiss me. And that would definitely push it past just the harmless flirting into the definitely cheating category. And I'm not a big fan of cheating. And I don't think in this situation that Cassandra is gonna be there. Oh my god. This is like a harder decision than like most of the other decisions with like killing hundreds of people and stuff. You know what? Screw it. We're going to go with Don't Kiss Me. We're going to go with a friendly option. We might flirt with her, but I think that's where it should stay at. And we flirted with Felicitas as well, and I think that's fine. But I don't think we should ruin like a good relationship that could also be really good for the island in the future, because after the rebellion's over, obviously there's going to be a hall where the leader was, because we are totally killing Podarkis. Let's be honest, we're killing him. And then Kira will have to either fulfill the role of a leader, or Thalasis will have to. So between the two of them, you need a good working relationship, and I don't think we should ruin it by jumping in there and starting a three-way relationship or encouraging one party or another to cheat. I don't know, I just realized I spent like good 8 minutes discussing this, so I'm just going to go with Don't Kiss Me.
The job is done. Payment is my reward.
Coins are as cold as death, Mystios. They soothe me as well.
We should probably move. They're going to come looking for us.
I don't think I've ever really said thank you for coming here. You've given us hope. I'll go back to the hideout. But if you keep this up, Podarkis is as good as dead. I may finally know peace.
Oh, that would be good. Peace is good. Alright. What's next? What's the next agenda? Okay, so she's got another quest for us. Goddess of the Hunt. Rightio. And I've got a mercenary trying to come and kill me. But it's a mere mercenary, so I don't really care. I'm just gonna pay my bounty off. Oh, I wish it was this easy in Red Dead. Or like in, you know how in this bounty system, if I go and kill the person that put the bounty on me, the bounty is gone. It should be like that in Red Dead. Like, I should be able to hunt down the person that put the bounty on my head, and then get rid of them, and in doing so, get rid of my bounty. Because if no one's there to pay my bounty, it's fine, right? But I suppose the bounty in Red Dead is like from a government thing, not like an individual, so there might be that problem. Or is it? Is that how it works? I don't know. Alright, talk, buddy.
I'm looking for Kira.
Not here. Gone hunting. Once you're with her, she said.
I'm in. Where is she?
Praying to the gods for a good hunt. The altar of Artemis, east from here, on the north bit of Tavern Point.
Thanks.
Okay. Alright, so we're going hunting with Kira. Rightio. Wait, where is she? I should stop, like, leaving locations and then, then realizing that I have no idea where I'm going. I generally have no idea where I'm going, but, you know. I don't really care about the mercenary at the moment. I mean, I can always go mercenary farming at one point or another, but unless they have got gold stuff, I'm not interested. Simply not interested. Let's speak with Kira. What is she up to?
Keen-eyed Artemis, guide my bow. I pray to you with all my heart that Cassandra doesn't scare off the animals with her heavy footsteps.
I thought I was being quiet.
If that was you being quiet, we'll have nothing but trampled grass to eat for dinner.
Nice altar.
The flowers remind me of sweeter days. But your real concern should be, how skilled are you with that bow?
Well. The gods don't guide my bow. Yeah, that's true. But, oh come on, not as skilled as you is kind of like the fun, flirty option in this case, right? And even though we decided that we're not going to romance her per se, like flirting is harmless. Flirting doesn't cross any lines. Flirting is just a means of communication. I'm gonna go with not as skilled as you. And I hope she says it with that kind of like, ooh, tone. I don't know. I just need some romance in my life, damn it.
I've seen you hunt. You don't need my help.
Oh.
Oh, I bet you capture any prey you lock those sharp eyes with.
Oh.
Sounds like a challenge.
Come. The ibex is swift. We're not going to catch any by standing and chatting.
Okay, that was slightly flirty. That was
There's a spot down
definitely
here
a little
where I
bit
used to
flirty.
hunt as a young girl.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Give me
I
2 seconds.
started in those days.
Same for me. I started by catching and cooking rodents.
They make a good soup. But look how far you've come.
How far we've come.
It's kind of a sad picture
I
that
have you now.
it's bringing, isn't it? The idea of these young women not being able to
Just move.
survive as girls without having to hunt for their food. What the? Are we being attacked? We're being attacked? Oh, is it because she's a rebel?
You are going to die.
No, you're going to die. What the hell? Like, why the random attack?
Do that again.
Have that. Oh god.
What are you?
I don't know. I don't know what I am. Okay. You ready?
Isn't it beautiful?
Uh-huh.
Now show me how you use that bow.
Artemis smiles on you.
Tell
Three
Artemis
ibexes.
I've got my eye on someone else.
Oh!
Don't make her jealous.
Oh! It's very flirty, even though we've chosen not to go with like a
Excellent
floaty option. Oh no! Wolfie! Oh god, Lacey, no, 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 no. Not a good time, Lacey. Lacey! For the love of God. Oh, where's the wolf? Can't see it anymore. There it is. Oh god. Trust my silly cat, which is like the worst time to decide that she needs to be sitting on my lap and nothing's gonna get in the way. Oh, there's none. Is that one? Or do I have to kill it with a bow? Well, in that case, there you go.
Excellent shot.
I killed 3. And the wolf.
My people will be well fed, and the gods will have their sacrifice, thanks to you.
You're a great hunter. Why did you actually want me here?
Don't be naive. There's something between us, even though I know I shouldn't act on it.
No,
Because
you
you love
shouldn't.
Thaletas.
There you go.
Or at least I thought I did, until you arrived.
Uh-oh.
The hunt clears my mind, to reflect on the words that passed between us.
Is that a good thing?
I know a spot down by the water. It's quiet. We'll be alone. What do you say?
Oh. I suck at turning things down and turning people down. I suck at saying no. And that's like a personal, serious issue. Like, I am really, really, really bad at saying no to anyone about anything, which is like a really, really bad thing. And it's a personality trait that I am working on. I have learned since I got sick that you actually need to be able to say no and look after yourself first. So I'm hoping that that life lesson will carry over after I am able to eventually go back to work and all that, and that I won't, go back to my terrible habits of not being able to say no very well. But in this case, I think we should say no, because we've already discussed all of that. Like, she has an ongoing relationship with Deletus, and if we say let's go to the beach, we know what's going to happen. It's going to eventually lead to a lovely romance scene, with the moonlight and maybe all of that, and it'll be sweet and it'll be lovely, and I will totally probably go and find that and watch it on YouTube. But I think if we do choose this option now, we're going to ruin the relationship, and like we discussed before, all of the bad things are going to happen. So I'm going to say no, and it's taking a lot of willpower to say no, because she's kind of really cute and she's kind of funky and I really, really like her. I mean, Theletus is hot and I want him, but she's kind of funky and she's kind of really cool. I have issues. But we're gonna say no.
I know where this is going. Kira, I came here to do a job, and that's it.
Oh, no, of course. I'm a rebel leader. You're a mercenary. I get it. I do. I should gather the spoils of the hunt and get back to my people.
Yes, you should. I am so sorry. Oh my gosh, she looks really
Take
upset.
some with you. It's as much yours as it is mine.
Your people need it more.
Thanks. But your people need it more than I do.
There we go. We've done some good. I don't know. Now I really want to replay it and go through all the romance options. Oh no, don't doubt me. I think it's going to be an interesting romance and I do really want to see it. So I might have to go and watch some videos on that later. But I feel like if I did romance her, I would really ruin a relationship that's already there. And I don't think that's basically what we should be doing. Like, I don't want to be a homewrecker. That's the word. Not that I'm saying that any relationship like that leads to something like that, but I think to a certain extent, in this case, their relationship is going to form a foundation of the new future for these people, hopefully. So I don't want to ruin it and then destroy the future of this island. Or am I, like, thinking on this a little bit too hard? I don't know, but this is what I enjoy about AC Odyssey so far. Like, yeah, it's an Assassin's Creed game that turned into an RPG, but I don't think it's actually gotten worse for it. I think it's gotten better for it. Because we can choose to decide if whether we want to be an assassin or not. Where we can decide what we want to be. And I think, to a certain extent, if you're willing to suspend your disbelief a little, because let's be honest, we are all aware that there is only a certain amount of actual player agency we do have in this game. Like, we don't have a complete freedom of choice, and then any decision we're going to make is only going to have like a limited number of consequences and directions where we can go. Which means that, in essence, you can think of it as like any of the choices you're making is not going to matter. But if you're thinking like that, you're not really going to get a lot out of the game. But I think if you take the game as an RPG game and focus on the RPG elements, you could end up having a great amount of fun with this game. I think there is a lot of interesting choices to be made, a lot of interesting like moral decisions as well. And I think if you think of it in certain terms like that, you might be able to get a lot of enjoyment out of the game as a real RPG.
Guards, kill her.
Guards, kill her? No, don't kill me.
I will.
Oh wow, I can chain it to hit him multiple times. Okay, just twice then. Podakis the Cruel, you are dying tonight. I've killed your guards. I still do have to burn all the supplies and all of that, but we'll do that later. Fine. And I won't make you watch all of that. I just wanted to get killing him out of the way so I could record this bit.
For my family, Malaka.
Tell my daughter she should have killed me herself.
She's not your daughter anymore.
That was kind of cool. Cassandra? Right. Is there anything here I can... obviously having killed him, I'm gonna get more, clues and stuff, I think, but... Oh, that didn't work. I was hoping to assassinate this guy. The good thing with poison is that if I just use like Ring of Chaos, I can actually poison them. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore all of them. But he was unaware of me, so why couldn't I sneak attack him? Like, it doesn't seem very like fair that I can't sneak attack those that are not actually aware of me. Alright, so the leader's house is done. Alright, I already forgot his name.
Better stay hidden.
Podarkes is dead. So what's oh hang on. Cultists. It's a cultist thing then. So since I've killed him, I should have gotten a new clue to like another cultist identity or something. Fighting the arena will draw the cultist identity. What arena? Where's Podarkes? Podarkes the Cruel. Letter to Bryson. Be your whimpering at the hands of the brutish red blood animals echoing in all corners of our shrine. Save that pain, remember, let it fester. In my lands, rebelling and brewers, I want you fighting by my side one day, making any who rebel against me feel the pain you felt, or worse. Glory to the League. Okay, God, you have issues, man. I'm so glad you're dead. I mean, okay, that's mean. I shouldn't say that, but, I didn't like him, so it's okay. Rationalization for saying really, really mean things. So I think all we've got left is a conquest battle, so let's just go and quickly do that. The interesting thing about this episode is going to be that there's going to be very little to cut out. Because I haven't done a lot of traveling where I haven't talked. So, unless I listen back to my recording and I realize that I am absolutely saying nothing but complete utter rubbish that's not very entertaining, I will probably keep it. So, yay. By the way, if there are things in my videos that you do find really annoying, please let me know. I'm always open to suggestions and feedback. I'm a big believer of having critiques because they help. And it's fine. I probably won't. Actually, I definitely won't get super upset or anything like that. So please do let me know how things are going. If you don't like any of my videos for some reason, let me know what you didn't like about it so I can change it. The only thing I won't be able to change is my voice, which unfortunately I do not like very much. I'm a completely voice person, and I don't like my own. Like, I like the latest just because of his voice. I think his voice is awesome. I'm not sure about his personality, but I think his voice is awesome.
Eagle Bearer, my name is Herodianos, second to Thaletas in battle. The dogs of war howl for blood, and thanks to you, Sparta now howls back.
Sounds like a lot of howling.
Fight with us! Together we'll run our shields through their skulls and spears through their hearts.
And how? Oh!
I'd be honored to fight with Sparta.
To battle!
To battle. I don't know, I keep doing the handshakey thing because that's what, what's my call it did. Our, brother wannabe. I keep forgetting everyone's names. I've never been good with names. Alright. Massacre time. So I'm going to use poison. And then pretty much run into the middle of them. And then start doing that. Poison a whole bunch of them at a time. What do you mean I can't even hit you? You're so dead, buddy. Harass him! Icarus! Go, Icarus! Come back to you, little coward. Because the good thing is I can actually infect a lot of the people by just like running up to them and spearing them when I have poison on. Oh, that's one of our own. At least I can't do any friendly damage. Oh, where's the enemy captains? I can't even see them.
Push back! We can still win this!
Where's the captains? Oh, there is one. Alright, I see it, I see him. I'm moving, I'm going. Hello? Hello? It's time for you to die. It has been decreed. You're going to Hades. Oh,
Don't give up! This fight isn't over!
it's never over. Okay, another leader down. No, where's another one? It's really hard to find the leaders. Do I have to kill a certain number of soldiers or something if I can find them? I don't know. There we go, buddy. Come here. Kill the enemy battle pole mark. I don't know who that is. Is this him? Makarios. Makarios, it's time for you to die, buddy. Yeah, we're winning, aren't we? I can't even tell. The birds look like I'm winning. I haven't lost the conquest battle yet, and I don't plan to. Is it even possible to lose one? Oh, freaking hell, they're champion. Okay. I think they're like mercenaries. It's the enemy hero.
Underworld welcomes you today!
You die. You be poisoned. Hang on, you come back here. You get poisoned as well.
They fight for the king!
You die first. Whoa, that's a lot of poisonings. That was awesome. It's like AoE at its best. It's like I spread poison and also AoE. Oh no. Look at how many skulls there are. That's awesome. I really like that. I am like maximizing on my DPS, alright? Oh my god, I'm such an MMO fangirl. I mean, it is what I'm most familiar with when it comes to games. I don't know why I never got into single player games earlier. I mean, there's like a lot of games that I want to play that I'm not quite sure about playing now because I already know the endings to them. Because unfortunately I've already like watched videos on it, or you know, they've just been out so long that everybody talks about them, so I already know. You know, I feel like I've missed a lot of gaming's greatest moments, shall we say. Where's the captains, man? Okay, that's the Spartan soldier. Oh my god, Cassandra, stop killing Spartans! Kill Athenians. I don't know, I'm just skewering everyone. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Just going around skewering people. And like, the spear seems to be a bit of an AoE sort of weapon anyway, because I can kind of go around and like skewer multiple people at a time. There we go. We won! We won! Yeah. Sparta has successfully defeated Athens. Woohoo! Alright, so is everyone gonna be happy with me? Oh god, I am like seriously overheating right now. Like there's a storm going on outside, and I'm hoping that the mic actually captures the voice properly, and you guys don't hear the storm too much, and if you do, I am really, really sorry. And it's really, really hot and kind of humid. But my cat, because she's a selfish little git, doesn't recognize the fact that, you know, humans can overheat. And just because she's like a cat from, you know, tropical parts, she doesn't have to worry about the heat. So she's insisting on sitting on my lap and overheating me. It's just lovely of her, really. But anyway, I think we're going to stop here because it's already going to be a fairly long episode by the looks of it, because I'm not going to be editing out a lot of this episode. So what I'm going to do is stop here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I certainly did. And I'm really, really sad that I didn't get to... Oh. You know what? I'm totally going to go and watch some videos or do like another playthrough myself where I can see like the romance options and see where they go. Because I think it's kind of cool. Like, this is why I loved Mass Effect. And I think the reason why I played Mass Effect on like, I think the easiest difficulty and pretty much took the combat as just like a thing I need to do to be able to do my romances. And same thing with Dragon Inquisition. I actually never finished Dragon Age Inquisition. I literally played my way through all of the romance options and saw all of the romances, but I was able to basically reload a save that was pretty early on in the game because I just used guides to like progress the romances through. Yeah, I have issues. And I love those Japanese like romance sim games as well. But I haven't been able to play a lot of them because I used to play them on my PSP in Japanese. And I mean, obviously I had to download all the games, so it was kind of illegal. I mean, I kind of don't want to do that anymore. But anyway, I'm not going to go there just because I think it's going to start the next quest. So I'm going to stop. And I'm going to stop rambling about romance games. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know I did. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. Mwah!